everyone, welcome back to another episode of Loving Gratitude. Warm welcome as always. I'm very happy that you're here and I'm very grateful for everything in life and also for today. And my first question is, how are you and how do you feel and what are you doing? Especially, what are you doing with your time? And what have you been doing in the last week? Because time is important, time is precious, time is our most important asset. And it's very important to manage your time, to use your time efficiently and productively and effectively, and to do something with your life because our time on this planet Earth is limited. Usually we live like 50, 60, or 70 years here on this earth. And now we are young and we don't really see it and we don't really feel it, but that time is running fast and time is super precious and it's short, especially our life on this planet is short. So that's why you should really use it effectively, and you should think about it and be aware of the fact that our time is important. And that's why It's all about prioritizing something, and you can always take your time for something if it's important enough for you, and that's it, period. Like, if something is very important for you, then you can do it, and you will always take your time, even if it's just 10 minutes. And so this week I went to other cities here around my place in Germany, here in the south of Germany. But I went to a city I've never been before, and so I went there super early so I can see the city, because I always like to use the chance to see new things, to try new food spots. But unfortunately, I had no time to try out more, because I only could try two food spots. But I wanted to do so many things, but I had no time anymore. And because I met new people, and then I was talking with them, and it was just time was flying so fast. So, and then I needed to go, because in the evening I had an appointment. I went to an event, and it was so incredible. I finally met my idols, and I met my role models. And I'm in this era of investing in myself, like growing and gathering information and meeting new people and going to events and going to network events, and networking with others and connecting with others, and just growing and expanding my perspective, my perception, my way of thinking, and everything is changing in that state of metamorphosis. And I'm so happy, like just like a little butterfly flying around, and trying out some new things and new spots. And it's beautiful, because I think the purpose of life is evolvement and evolving as a person, as a human being. And this is what I'm doing, actually. And you know what, I am going for everything. Like I'm like, okay, Rookie, let's go for it, let's do this, let's just go there, and let's go to the people, and let's just talk to people, and let's just do it. And I also started investing my money into these things. And especially now, my mindset changed so much that when I'm like, when I really want to do something, then I'm just doing it. If I really want to go there, then I'm going there. I don't care anymore, because before I used to think, it's gonna be too stressful. How can I manage this and that? But now I'm like, even if it's just for 2 hours, I'm like, let's do it. Don't think about it, just do it. For me, it always works. It works the best if I don't really think about it more and more, because the more you think about something, the more your ego will tell you, the more your ego will make you more insecure about your decision or about your free will, because you have a free will and you can do whatever you want. You just have to use the chance and grab the chance and just go for it, and that's it. And there's actually one thing which is very important, that you're aligned with your higher consciousness, with your higher self, with your conscious self, okay? And which is also like a part of your soul, which is also your soul. But it's very difficult to actually be aligned with your soul directly if you're not really a conscious person, a conscious human being. But you have to find yourself, your true self, and your purpose. Because when you're aligned with yourself, and when you found yourself, your true self, and you know who you are and who you want to be and who you want to become, then you work for it. You change your mindset, and you start to put yourself in uncomfortable situations to grow and to use the chances and the opportunities to grow and to develop yourself. You're getting out of your comfort zone, because you know that out there is something bigger, and there is something better, and there are new chances, new opportunities. And also, you can first define your own version of success, because who are you in the first place? You always have to define who you are and who you want to become. Because for me, not often, but sometimes I am fighting with with your higher consciousness. And also, you have to map out your values, like what are your values, what is important for you, what is not important for you, because your goals have to be value driven. Why? If your goals have no reason or no meaning for you to reach them, then you will most likely not reach them, then you will most likely not work for them, and you will not put the effort and the discipline and the time to reach these goals. Because for me, when I work on my goals, on my monthly goals, it's very important that I know what I want, because these goals are these are value based. I know which way I want to go, because these are value driven goals, and I know I want to reach them as soon as possible, and I can do everything for it, and so I have a reason. And also, writing a letter to your future self. This is also a way to find yourself, your true self, because when you start talking to yourself, observe yourself, and just analyzing yourself, you can combine all of these things and start writing letters to yourself, because then you will find out more about yourself and what you really want, because your subconscious mind will tell you in the back of your head what you want to do, where you want to be at, and what your goals look like, and what kind of person you want to become, and for example, what kind of friends you want to have, what kind of partner you want to have. In the recent time, I was thinking about my future partner, and I was like imagining, how should he look like, or what kind of personality should he have, what should he do? And then I was thinking more and more, and now I have like kind of a picture of my future partner, about how he should look like, how he should behave, how he should act, and how he should treat me, and this is actually super cool, because it helps you to have an impression, it helps you to have an impression about your future partner and about what you want to look when you meet a new guy. And because when you meet a new guy or a new partner, then you know exactly to look at his personality and to look at how he's acting or how he's treating me, for example, because I already know what I'm looking for, and I already have a picture in my head. I already have an impression, and that's very important, because you're always having an impression about yourself too, about your future self. You're picturing it, because you're visualizing it. You start to visualize it, and that's a way of manifesting something. That's a way to manifest your future self. And also, master your daily habits. This is so important, and I know I always say that everything is important, but this is especially very important, because you are what you do and you are what you believe in. And the things that you're doing, they're always telling so many things about you and your personality. When the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others, the way you're talking to yourself, because also talk to yourself always in a positive way, because you hear what you say and you hear what you think. And imagine you're talking to yourself in a negative way and you hear this all the time, so your mindset will also shift into a lower vibration, into a lower energy. But this is something that we want to avoid at all costs. So speak to yourself in a positive way and do good things for yourself. Always think in that way. Would my future self like this right now? Would the tomorrow rookie like what I'm doing right now? And it's the same with studying. Like before recording this episode, I was studying, and I didn't want to study because I don't like studying. I think no one likes to study. But then I was thinking, my future self, I have my exam next week, my future self, and when I'm sitting in front of the exam paper, my future self would thank me that I studied for that exam, that I sit down and actually studied for the exam. Because, when you don't do it now, you will regret it tomorrow. And this is something that we always want to avoid. So think about your future self. Think as your future self. Think in that way if your future self would thank you or would regret your past decisions. And also build a wellness routine that works for you, and practice basic wellness daily, just like stretching or going after your morning routine. Like, what is your morning routine or your evening routine? Drinking teas and exercising, going out for a walk, collecting 10K steps, whatever, and helping others, helping yourself, using affirmations, eating healthy food, and growing on social media, whatever you want to do. My goal is, for example, to grow on social media, to grow an audience, and so that's why I'm working on that, and that became a daily habit to post on my socials every day and to prepare myself for the next days, for example, or for work or for university. And I also noticed that now if I want to do something, then I'm going for it, and that's, for me, that became very important, because now I see that I have free will and I can do actually whatever I want and actually what I like, and whatever I want to do, I can do it. There are no limits, and there is nothing that is going to stop me. Okay, like God can stop me, but you always have to think in a positive way. You always have to be optimistic, and that's it. And for me, there are no reasons to believe in negative things. And actually, the funny part is that I met new people, and these people are actually so negative, which I really don't understand, because life is so beautiful, life is good, and life is just a gift, and you have to see it from the beautiful side. You have to look from the beautiful window. You have to just change your perception and your perspective, because it's all in your head and all in your mind. Like, you can either look from this way or that way, but you can actually consciously choose to look from the positive side, from the positive window. So that's why I really don't understand why people consciously choose to look from the negative side, because there are so many reasons to believe in the good things. There are so many reasons to love life and to be happy. Because first of all, you're healthy, okay? Second, you have a roof over your head. Third, you have free will. Nothing is limiting you. If your friends are toxic or your parents, just leave them. Leave their negative talks, or just go wherever you feel comfortable. Go where you can grow and do the things that you want to do. Go for the things that you want to do for yourself, or that you go for the goals that you want to achieve for yourself. And always think about your future self. Change your environment, change your friends, change your work. If you're uncomfortable with something, if you're suffering at work in your job, then change it. Go for another job. Do something that you like. Go find your purpose. Go find your passion. This is the most important thing, because one thing is that when you found your passion, then you're automatically aligned with your higher self, because then you actually enjoy what you're doing and you're constantly vibing on a higher frequency. You are vibrating on a higher frequency, and your energy will shift automatically when you do whatever you like to do, when you're enjoying what you actually do, because you will enjoy, you will be happy, you will be more grateful for it. And when you're feeling uncomfortable with something, when you're suffering, then you have to change it. And actually, you can change your life by changing yourself, by choosing consciously to look from the positive side, to look from out of the positive window. So you must become a person of purpose and discipline. You must wake up every morning with a direction, and you must work consistently on a path you have intentionally laid out for yourself. And equally important, you must rest and play consistently along the way. You must be clear on your why, so you will have the resilience needed to overcome the inevitable obstacles in your path. But first comes vision. You have to have a vision. Imagination is the gateway to evolution, and you will not change what you do not first imagine. People always want to know how to change your life. Get clear on your vision, your path, and the mental obstacles that have been holding you back, and you can't help but change your life. And this will automatically happen, and the rest will come automatically, because when you start working on yourself, your whole perspective, the whole perception will change, and you will automatically see differences. You will see improvements. You will recognize the beautiful things in life. You will recognize the good in your life, the positive things, the gifts. And when you start being grateful, and when you start being more loving and caring about yourself, and having the intention of changing yourself and changing your life, then God will always help you. The people around you will start to help you, if it's of course the right people. And you will start to shift your energy. You will start to vibrate on a higher frequency. And when you start vibrating on a higher frequency, other things and other people with a high frequency will start coming to you, coming into your life, and because you will attract them automatically. When you water yourself, then you will grow and good things will come to you. Always keep in mind that the more you're investing in yourself, the more you can enjoy the things in life, and the more you will start vibrating on a higher frequency. And that's the ultimate purpose, to align with your higher consciousness, to align with your higher self and with your soul. And everything will suddenly start working out for you. Just believe in yourself, and always think in a positive way, have this beautiful mindset, and always be grateful for everything. And last but not least, I would like to end this episode with a little quote. It will suddenly work out for you. You're going to come out on top. Be ready for incredible changes to happen in your life. And so I'm wishing you a beautiful week, and always take care of yourself, and always stay with love and gratitude.